New developments in the search for the Brown University shooter. We have a live report from Providence.
Another Chicago native taking on a larger role in the Catholic Church. We'll take a look at the future of Bishop Ronald Hicks.
But first, after a rainy day, temperatures take a tumble, and some area roads could be slick as it gets much colder.
Yeah, we got to be real careful out there. Meteorologist Larry Mowry is joining us now with the ABC 7 Acura, the forecast, the track, the timing, the tumbling temperatures, all of that coming up in 24 hours.
Yeah, and these temperatures have really started to tumble this afternoon from an earlier high of 51 degrees just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. Warmest day in over 3 weeks. Average high is 36. Record was safe. That's 62. But right now it's 37 at O'Hare, 38 at Midway. We're down to 28 in DeKalb and 29 right now in Woodstock. The rain from earlier in the day has pretty much pushed well to the east of us. Still some showers across parts of LaPorte County and Berrien County, but the rain will end there over the next hour or so. But these cold temperatures will continue to spill in, and there may even be a few snow showers around later this evening. There are some snow squalls up across parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and some snow showers back across Iowa. So a couple snow showers later this evening, and temperatures overnight tonight, they drop into the teens. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with readings in the mid to low teens. There's 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning. Wind chills with gusts to 35 miles per hour. They'll be below zero. So it's going to be a really cold day tomorrow. And despite a lot of sunshine, we'll only top out in the mid to low 20s during the day tomorrow. We do have some warmer weather coming our way for the weekend. We'll talk about that weekend forecast coming up.
Larry, thank you. Investigators say the shooting at Brown University could be connected to the shooting death of an MIT professor.
They've also identified a possible suspect, and right now there is a large search underway in Salem, New Hampshire that is believed to be linked to this case. This is a live look from that area. Christian Cordero live in Providence, Rhode Island with an update for us tonight. Christian?
Hey there. Yeah, it is a stunning development that has now spanned 3 New England states over the past 6 days, this manhunt. And we're standing right now on Brown University's campus as investigators for the past several days have combed through both physical and digital evidence here trying to identify this suspect.
Day 6 in the search for the suspect in Saturday's deadly mass shooting at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. And now multiple sources briefed on the investigation tell ABC News the shooting at Brown and the murder of an MIT professor outside of Boston may be linked. 47-year-old physicist Nuno Loureiro was shot Monday night at his home in Brookline, Massachusetts, according to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office. The sources also said investigators believe they are close to identifying a suspect. Investigators have been pleading with the public for help identifying this person of interest in the Brown University shooting. The suspect is described by police as 5'8", stocky build, and was seen in the area 2 hours before the shooting, which happened around 4 p.m. Saturday. As the manhunt intensifies, the community is trying to heal, mourning the 2 students killed and the countless others changed forever.
I can feel the warmth of the whole Brown community and all the people who cares about the Brown community and the people who died.
Now, the information about the possible connection between the 2 shootings happened within the past 24 hours, according to sources telling ABC News, who say detectives working on each of the cases compared notes. We're live in Providence. I'm Christian Cordero. Rob Sherrill, back to you in Chicago.
Okay, Christian, thanks for the latest live there from Rhode Island. Updating breaking news, retired NASCAR driver Greg Biffle is among those killed in this plane crash in North Carolina. The business jet crashed this morning while trying to return to the runway at an airport near Charlotte. 5 adults and 2 children on board died, including Biffle's wife and children. We're told this airport has no control tower. The FAA and NTSB are now investigating. And he's been picked by the Pope to lead the Archdiocese of New York. Joliet Bishop Ronald Hicks has been tapped to replace Cardinal Timothy Dolan, who's retiring.
Yeah, Sarah Schulte shows us how the South Holland native says he is taking his love for Chicago with him all the way to the Big Apple.
Ronald Hicks says his 31 years in the priesthood was formed under the care of Cardinal Bernardine through the witness of Cardinal George and the mentorship of Cardinal Supich.
The South Holland son of 2 retired high school teachers is humbly accepting Pope Leo's first major U.S. appointment, Archbishop of New York. Joliet Bishop Ronald Hicks may be leaving the Chicago area, but he says Chicago will never leave him.
I'm a Cubs fan, and I love deep dish pizza. That said, I want you to know that I am going to remain a loyal Cubs fan.
Rooting for the Cubs rather than the White Sox is about the only major difference between Hicks and Pope Leo. Hicks says he and the Dalton native grew up 14 blocks from each other in the south suburbs. The 58-year-old succeeds the retiring Cardinal Timothy Dolan, a conservative in the Catholic Church. Hicks' appointment falls in line with the church now focused on inclusion, the poor and marginalized.
I think that the Holy Father is going to be keen on making sure that people are going to be ready and willing and able to speak about the issues of the day.
Issues like immigration. Cardinal Blaise Cupich served as a mentor to Hicks. Cupich says Hicks will not shy away from speaking out about the Trump administration's enforcement efforts. Hicks speaks Spanish and, like Pope Leo, spent several years in Latin America.
We have someone who not only speaks Spanish, but understands that this community is a vital part of the church. And I think what you're going to see in me is that I love all people.
Hicks takes over as the Archdiocese of New York just established a $300 million fund for victims of sexual abuse.
As a church, we can never rest in our efforts to prevent abuse, to protect children, and to care for survivors.
Cupich says Hicks will transition easily into his new role.
I told him that if he ever needs me, I'm a phone call away. I'd be happy to help.
Hicks will formally be installed as the Archbishop of New York on February 6. There is no deadline for Pope Leo to name his successor in Joliet, but it will likely be someone who shares the same style as the Pope. In the Gold Coast, Sarah Schulte, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that report. Now, as Chicago Bears are eyeing Indiana as a possible place to move, leaders across the state line say they are willing to work with the team to become its new home. Well, the team announcing yesterday it was expanding its search for a new stadium location after already buying land in Arlington Heights. The Northwest Indiana Sports Development Commission recently formed to try and bring a sports franchise to the area. Now they are hoping to land the Bears.
Indiana has some of the best incentives for pro sports franchises and developments.
And the Bears have said they will pay for a new stadium, but they've been seeking state help for infrastructure. Illinois lawmakers have not agreed to that to help at this point. And you know what? Well, Saturday, Bears fans can now use mobile ID at Soldier Field. It happens on Saturday, starting Saturday, just in time for that big Bears-Packers matchup. People can use their driver's licenses and state IDs stored in their Apple Wallet. Rob, I know you love this idea. They're hoping this makes for a smoother process for the fans, especially since many are already using their phones to pay for food and drinks. And
it's cashless there for the most part. Right?
I know. All you need is your phone and a win.
That's what we need more
That's
than
all
the
we
phone.
want.
Yeah. All right, changing the name of the Kennedy Center. The board votes today to honor another president.
Package problems in the suburbs. The I-Team investigates viewers' complaints.
And spreading holiday joy. We have details on a Secret Santa event to bring Chicago communities together next.
They just move. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Amazon deliveries getting thrown at the end of driveways or in the snow instead of doorsteps. The ABC7 I-team getting calls from people in one south suburb frustrated with what they call sloppy deliveries. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles reports on what he found.
South suburban Lockport residents are calling the I-team. They say Amazon boxes are being thrown in their yards instead of on doorsteps, and they're concerned about thefts.
Yeah, they were all dumped right on the corner here.
Rick Adelino showed the I-team this video of a delivery driver tossing Amazon packages, Christmas gifts, onto the snowy yard instead of bringing them to his suburban Lockport home's doorstep.
To leave it here, and you know, if I hadn't been home or if we were on vacation or out of town, how long would they have stayed there?
This just one of several complaints the I-team has received from people in Lockport who say the problem has been putting their holiday packages at risk.
It's not just you.
It's not. So there have been many complaints throughout the neighborhood. When I posted my video on Facebook, that day there were at least 2 or 3 others, and since then there have been 5 or 6 others within the community posted.
Photos, which were also posted on social media, show the Amazon deliveries scattered in yards, at the end of driveways, by sidewalks, trees, and mailboxes.
It just seems now, during this time of the season, things are just haphazardly being placed.
We also talked off camera to other residents. They say they complained to Amazon with no resolution yet, so the I-team also reached out. Amazon said, "We apologize to customers who did not receive the delivery experience we expect and they deserve from Amazon. We're looking into this and will take appropriate action to ensure this does not continue."
That's what we pay for as customers. You know, we pay for Amazon to make sure that our packages are delivered safely and where they're supposed to be delivered.
Amazon has also now contacted at least one of the consumers directly. One shared a direct message with me regarding what Amazon called misdelivered or abandoned packages at or around the home. Jason Knowles, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Jason, thanks. Let's take a live look outside as we head to break. A cold night on the way. The temperature is dropping, but warmer weather arrives for the holidays. How about maybe 50s for Christmas? Your AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, welcome back. There's a live look over the city right now with falling temperatures. We've got readings that'll be in the 20s for highs tomorrow, but tonight will drop down into the teens. But let me show you the 10-day forecast because most of the next 10 days will be a bit above average. Tomorrow will be in the 20s, but then Saturday we're in the 40s. Look at next week, 30s and 40s, even 51 on Christmas Day, so some mild weather for next week. And at the Bears game, Saturday evening, temperatures will be on the chilly side, better than the last home game when we had Temperatures in the single digits will be in the 30s at kickoff and low 30s by the fourth quarter. There will be a bit of a wind chill, though, mid to low 20s, as winds will be out of the west around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there's a chance of maybe some sprinkles and some flurries Saturday evening. Today it was rain and wind. The rain has now moved off towards the east and the temperatures are dropping, but the winds will pick back up as we go through the night tonight. See temperatures down into the 20s already in DeKalb and back towards Rockford. And here you can see those winds gusting 25 to 35 miles per hour out into the western suburbs. And it will be windy overnight tonight because of the winds that are out in Iowa. They're going to stay with us as we go through the night tonight with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. A couple snow showers back across parts of Iowa and Minnesota. We'll have some scattered snow showers at times overnight tonight as these colder temperatures spill in. Right now we're dropping through the 30s, and overnight tonight, look how cold it gets. Our temperatures will fall off into the teens by first thing tomorrow morning. And wind chills tomorrow morning, they will be below zero. So a very cold start to our Friday. And here you can look at those wind chills down around zero first thing in the morning, with highs tomorrow only in the 20s, mid 20s. That's it for high temperatures tomorrow. After a high today of 51, which happened around 1 o'clock, we got a really cold night ahead for us as we drop into the teens. Tomorrow will be a cold day, then a little better on Saturday. Some sprinkles and flurries in the evening. Sunday, sunshine and cold, but look at next week, 30s and 40s, even 50s by the time we get to Christmas Day.
All right, it's 1 week from today. Y'all ready for that?
I know you are.
I'm trying. All right, let's talk about that because we are talking about the holidays. We got some friends and family here and bringing families together and spreading joy this holiday season. The 6th annual Secret Santa celebration is kicking off on Saturday, everybody. So joining me live in our State Street studios, our new family, to talk about all of this is DJ Hud Rod with Pep Rally Takeover and Desmond Marshall representing the Project Hood. Thank you both for joining us live in our State Street studios. 1 week from Christmas. Are you ready?
Well, I was saying that because I don't know if you guys know, it's Cheryl's birthday is Christmas. Oh, it's a Christmas baby. So we get that countdown, we get all the details.
Yeah, 7 sleeps.
Are you really?
Oh, so
New
you're a
Year's
Capricorn
baby.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, see, we can talk about it later, right? He's a Capricorn man and an Alpha man. My father was born on Christmas Eve, and he's an Alpha man. So
there we go.
We family. You know, I wish you. Right.
Mine's just in March. I don't know about your birthday.
Mine is in February.
All right. We got that all out. Yeah.
But Rob and his wife Wendy are sending pizza to the newsroom.
Oh, how about it?
The whole
Yeah.
entire newsroom.
Let's see.
It's a great.
It's great to see both of you.
Yeah.
Project Hood, this is a big time event for you guys.
No, we are excited. We came up with this event 6 years ago. We were doing separate events, but me and Hot Rod were like, hey, how about we collaborate together to bless as many kids as possible? So we started during COVID, and 6 years later, still blessing kids, and so we're excited for this weekend.
Yep. So DJ Hot Rod, what's going to happen at this Pep Rally Takeover on this weekend?
Oh man, it's going to be a lot. Of course, music, food, games, a lot of prizes, a lot of special prizes. I don't want to tell everybody what we got, but it's always something great for the kids, especially during these times. I know a lot of families, it's hard times to get certain items and all that, so we try to come all together with other organizations as well and just come and bring like these big, massive gifts.
We were just talking about this yesterday with a doctor about how it can be hard for some people during the holidays for a variety of reasons. Project Hood, we've done stories with you guys for a long time. You do so much good, but this is a collaboration, right? I mean, you couldn't do this without the help of a lot of folks.
Yeah, we couldn't do this without the help of tons of organizations across the city, especially Pep Rally Takeover. And you know, really for us is we're bringing kids from all around the city to a secret location. And
really? How does that work?
And so we have a sign up, and so families have been signing up. So we have over 500 kids signed up for this weekend. So the location hasn't dropped just yet, but check your emails. It's coming soon.
I hope we can tag along would be the plan.
Oh, yeah. Please
we want you to be there.
Yeah, we'll send a camera for sure.
So they're going to read the emails and then they're going to give out the location.
Yes.
When does the email go out?
The email goes out in a couple hours. So once we leave
really?
here, the email. And
do we want to do a news exclusive right now?
He's like, I don't know. I might get
right.
You want the whole city out there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The event is Saturday.
The venue side.
People can still participate, right? Tell us about how they can be a part of this if they're not already signed up. Oh, and here's last year's right here, it looks like, yeah.
Look at that.
How can they be a part of this?
Well, they could be a part of it. They can email us at thepetrallytakeover.com or also projecthood.org. We still are looking for volunteers to help out.
You need volunteers.
Yes, we definitely need volunteers with 500 plus kids and families. But again, big ups to all the organizations: Champs Mentoring, Swerving Through Stress, Social Works, BE. Who else we have? Montessori of Inglewood. Shout out to that school. They donate a lot of coats. So
that's great.
Wow. So you get coach, you get food, you get fun, you get games, you get a little bit of faith in there. Family.
Yep.
It's the 20th, so you got football. What's the hours? Y'all might be watching the Bears play.
You better stream the game if it's after 7 o'clock. What are the people who are impacted by this? What do they tell you on that day? I mean, you say you've been doing it for 6 years, since pandemic. It must move a lot of families.
No, great question. Yeah, when families come in, they're smiling, but when they're leaving, the smiles on the kids' faces is just like game changing. So every year we're like, I tell Rod, hey, we got to do it again, just because of the families and the people in which we get to impact and get to help out. It's the reason for the season.
Absolutely, and you are blessing these young people, the kindness of strangers, collaboration. You're a blessing, and really this is what the season is all about.
We'll almost certainly be there. On our new Saturday, you'll see the great adventure. Happy early birthday.
Yep.
Happy early birthday. I'll see you in February.
I'll see you in March.
Next year. Good stuff, guys. Great to have you on. We got to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Trump administration is moving to block transgender care for children by targeting hospitals and doctors who provide it. HHS proposed rules today that would prohibit hospitals from participating in Medicare and Medicaid if they provide care such as puberty blockers and surgeries for transgender minors. It would prevent federal coverage of such treatments.
So-called gender-affirming care has inflicted lasting physical and psychological damage on vulnerable young people. This is not medicine, it is malpractice.
Professional medical organizations do not recommend surgery for children as part of care, and research shows that it's rare. The American Civil Liberties Union says it will challenge the administration's rules in court. The American Academy of Pediatrics denounces the announcement, calling them, quote, harmful rhetoric that sets a, quote, dangerous precedent.
President Trump's hand-picked board has voted to rename the Kennedy Center in his honor. The president says he is surprised and honored. The center would be renamed the Trump Kennedy Center. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries says that the board has no authority to rename the center without legislative action. Lawmakers in Washington are about to head home for the holidays without taking action to prevent health care subsidies from expiring. About half the Democratic caucus rallied on the House steps today, calling for House Speaker Michael Johnson to allow a vote. Democrats are pushing for a 3-year extension of the Affordable Care Act subsidies that would prevent costs from skyrocketing for 20 million Americans. Well, yesterday, the House passed a Republican health care package that aims to lower costs but did not address the subsidies.
We ran this story at 4, and you are going to love it.
I really already love it. I mean, it's an aspiring chef.
Yes.
Okay, and making a Chicago proud, of course. Well, he got a chance to manage and run his very own restaurant today. That's okay, right? But you know what? He's only 10 years old.
Well, he's going to tell you in this story. Sanders Barbecue was named one of the best restaurants in America this year, according to the New York Times.
Wow.
As Samantha Chapman shows us, the owner is using that national recognition to give back to youth.
Sanders Barbecue is under new management, at least for today. 10-year-old Chance is taking over the restaurant. It's an effort that was started by the owner to inspire future chefs and young entrepreneurs.
Do your best, achieve your best.
It's his first day on the job.
And have a good day. I'll be popping in here and then.
And he's already running the place.
Well, it first started off with, the chef. And when I wanted to be a chef, that was about 9 probably. That's when I got really into cooking. 10 is my strongest age of cooking.
Mr. Keith Pye works at Chance's school and would often hear Chance talk about becoming a chef and opening his own restaurant one day.
I basically saw Mr. Sanders, he was greeting everyone, and he was leaving out, and I had to catch him. I told him about Chance, and he was just so enthusiastic about saying, bring him by.
Mac and cheese, no onions.
The owner of Sanders Barbecue not only welcomed Chance into his Beverly business.
How's your food today?
Amazing. But he let this 10-year-old take over.
I started off the same way as Chance, as a 9-year-old, hungry to be a chef, and I just always loved cooking. And I just want to kind of spark the passion for kids and just try to help them out as much as I can.
Chance's favorite part of the day? The customers.
Well, today is my birthday, Chance. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you turning, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, I turned 40 today.
I'm 10, so I have 30 more years.
These folks can't get enough of Chance.
Chance, he's a very, very articulate, very funny, very helpful, and I could take him home.
Chance's dad came by too, watching his son live out his dreams with pride.
You made me and your mother proud today. You were happy to find out that Sanders was coming to this neighborhood, and to see you working here today just is the dream come true.
Chance's message to other kids like him?
You have a dream, you'll pursue it, and then you'll have opportunities. I don't think anything will make me give up that dream. All right, we have 41 and 45, feel alive.
The owner hopes to work with about 30 students in the next year, and we do have more details on this program on our news app and website, abc7chicago.com. Reporting from Sanders Barbecue in the Beverly neighborhood, Samantha Chapman, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, did Sam bring back the barbecue?
I know. What's up with that?
What did she do with it?
Where's Chance and some of that mac and cheese?
What a kid.
Really great future. I don't know how you can get in now, because after they won that big award, it's hard to get in there.
Tell them no chance.
I think that might work. Ooh.
You see behind us, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Yes.
It's expected to rake in more than $340 million this weekend.
What? George Pinocchio, of course, he shows us this latest epic adventure in the franchise from writer-director James Cameron.
And so it's much more of a story where the characters draw you along with their troubles and their triumphs and tragedies.
Avatar Fire and Ash continues to follow the family we met in the first Avatar movie, but their world has gotten scarier with new characters and a nasty new villain.
This is the only pure thing in this world.
James Cameron has devoted years to bringing the Avatar movies to life.
I think empathy and love are our superpowers that are our one chance to survive.
But in this movie, we also see hate, racism, grief, and combat. It tells a big story, and the cast feels honored that Cameron is the one turning the cinematic pages.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine. Jim tells these stories with his heart. That's what he does. And he loves these characters and he loves this world, and it gives him a canvas to to really pack it with these questions that he has. And he's not giving you answers, but he's definitely given an audience questions and a lot to think about.
I call upon the warrior mother. And it's such an amazing adventure. He has outdone himself once again, which I thought was impossible.
All I have is my faith that this is the great mother's plan.
When I express myself, I'm not coming with difficulty. I'm coming with passion, and I'm coming with love and ideas because I care deeply about what I do as well. And when I am met by a director that gives me that kind of space, oh my God, I thrive.
Avatar: Fire and Ash is very visual in its storytelling, including one gripping fight between the characters played by Zoe Saldana and Una Chaplin, who brings the villainous Varong to life.
That wasn't in the script, but I said, come on, how can you put them both in the same battle space and not have them go for it?
George Pinocchio, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Disney produced the film, also the parent company of ABC 7.
Yeah, let's go. $340 million. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on this Thankful Thursday. We'll see you at 10 over on ABC 7.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, have a great weekend. I'm not here tomorrow. Yeah. No, Friday.